Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to talk about the differences between the old platform and the new platform. I also want to show you how to access the old platform and reasons you might choose to use the old platform, at least on occasion. So this is what I'm calling the new platform. It's the HTML5 version. That's how they've coded this. But this isn't how we used to play the game, at least on a PC. This is similar to mobile devices, but on the PC it used to look and play quite differently. So I'm going to first show you how to get the old platform. By the way, this is May 2nd, 2019. This is my PC. It's running Windows 10. There may be differences on your system. Time may change things, but this is currently the way I access things. I go to this search bar down on the bottom and I type run. And I can either hit enter or I can come up here and click run. So this app is where I go to Internet Explorer. It's the old Microsoft browser. Now mine is already populated with IEXPLORE, I explore, all one word, and I hit OK. You would probably have to type that in, of course, if you haven't searched for it before. You also might have to answer questions like, do I want to try Microsoft Edge? No, you do not want to try Microsoft Edge for this. You want the old browser. So this is Internet Explorer. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go to Facebook. And again, you'll probably have to enter your Facebook account. And I'm going to click on Candy Crush and I'm going to play on Facebook, not on Game Room. This is how I access that old platform. This is done in a flash coding. Now, if you do not have Windows 10, there is another way I know of, or I've heard of, although I haven't tried it out, to access the old platform. Most devices that run Puffin, and there are a lot of devices that can run Puffin, will give you the old platform. I've heard of one person on one of his devices where it gave him the new platform, but mostly you're going to get the old Flash version. So you go to Puffin Browser download. You'll have to type this in, but again, I've looked all this up. And you can see that it's available for Android and for Mac and Kindle Fire. So you can find it for a lot of different devices, maybe not all devices, but that is what you can try. Now, I will give you this warning. It is a for-pay browser. It's similar to Google Chrome and Mozilla Firefox, but it costs some money. The good news is it's only $1 per month and you get a 30-day free trial, so you can check it out first for free to see if it works for you. But of course, I've never spent any money on the Candy Crush game. I'm not intending to do so even indirectly by using the Puffin browser, so I'm going to go straight to my Candy Crush game on the Internet Explorer browser. So now that we're here, let me tell you about some of the advantages and disadvantages. First of all, it says help your friends by sending extra moves. Sometimes this works for me and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like I'm not able to send extra moves now. Sometimes it seems to work for me. And another way to access that is here. And what happens is your friends get 3 extra moves, but they may have to play on the old browser in order to access that. It was just a fun thing that we used to be able to do for each other. Okay, the strongest disadvantage here is we only go up to level 28-25, and that is never likely to change. Because what happened is when King decided to change the platform to HTML5 because it's a faster platform, they basically abandoned this old Flash platform. So if you can access it, it only goes up to 28-25, but the fact that it's static can have other advantages for us. So I want to discuss those. The first one that I'm going to talk about is the sugar drop track. Very recently, sugar drops have been disappearing for people. They go around and collect sugar drops, but all of a sudden, oh no, it's 8 hours and they should be able to collect, and there are no sugar drop levels available on their boards at all. Let's go back to the new platform. The new platform, we should see these C's, and when we click, we should see either a number of how many boosters we need to collect before we get our next reward, or we should see a cooldown countdown clock starting at 8 hours and going down to 0 until our next opportunity to collect. This is the new platform. And sometimes these have been missing. They'll be gone for 24 hours. I had my sugar track gone for a month once, and King's response is usually something like, well, this was never intended to be a permanent feature for the game, so you just don't have it anymore. Oh well. That's kind of what they say. But even if you don't have it here, you can access it if you go to Internet Explorer. Because this is static, they're not likely to come in here and take out the sugar drop challenge here. So I can still come in and play. Now, with this, we can see that the sugar drops here are on these little elevated areas. And if I play this game and I collect 10 sugar drops, on the new platform, if I collect 10 sugar drops, then I will get rewarded 10 sugar drops whether I win or lose the game. But on the old platform, if I collect 10 sugar drops and I lose, I get 10 sugar drops. If I win, it doubles the amount and I get 20 sugar drops. So of course, if I collect 30 sugar drops, I get a reward of 60 sugar drops. That's one reason that even if you are past level 28, 25, you might still want to come here and visit and collect your sugar drops from the old platform. There are a couple of other different reasons that it's kind of fun to play on the old platform. One is that the board plays a bit differently. Let's say I have 24 moves to clear out 45 jelly. So let's say that I was close to the end, I had one move left, I still had one jelly left under this blue, and I had a color bomb over here. If I matched it with blue, on the old platform, all of the blue is taken away at the very same time, and so this would definitely pop and it would take out the jelly. On the new platform, however, if I were to do that, what happens is I don't know if, I can't remember which one I was on. Here it is. So what would happen is all of the blue would be taken out kind of in a different pattern, and this might be taken out after this is taken out, and things might shift down, and this might be populated with a green. And if it's populated with a green and I'm taking out all blue, by the time it comes around to here, I don't get the reward for that. Also, the frog operates differently. On the new platform, it's easier to fill him. I don't have to match him with quite as many purple. But when I move him, I use up a turn. Whereas on the old platform, when I fill the frog, I have to match him more frequently with more of the same colors. I have to have at least 12 to feed him, but then when I move him, it doesn't take up a move, so that's handy. One of the disadvantages on the old platform is that when I exit, I quit the game and I lose a life, even if I haven't yet taken a turn. On the new platform, for me, if I exit without having taken a turn, I retain my lives and any boosters that I brought in. See, full lives. Now, this used to be a feature for all of us. A lot of folks lost that. I think it's mostly mobile users. I'm not sure, you can comment on that if you want. But I still have that opportunity here. I do not have that opportunity on the old platform, and I never did. Okay, so here's a very startling reason as to why you might want to choose the old platform if you have not quite reached level 28, 25. I'll give you a prime example here. I go into 28:15, and it's listed as a hard level, and I go to play it, and my requirements are I have 26 moves to collect 4 ingredients, these 4 cherries on the board, and this is what the board layout looks like. So 26 moves to get that done, and it's a hard level. So now I go to the new platform, and I go to the same level, and it's a hard level as well, and I look, and we've got the 4 cherries, and we've got the same layout, and we have to collect the 4 ingredients in only 15 moves. And this isn't the worst example I've seen. I've seen as much as a 76% decrease. Levels that on the old platform we had 50 moves, but here on the new platform it's been reduced to 12 moves. So kind of crazy. If you are on a level in the 2800s or lower, you may want to consider using the old platform to help you. You can see that it could make quite a difference. And really, you can actually check with a whole bunch of other different browsers. You can check, Windows 10. If you normally play on Facebook Game Room, you can try Chrome. You can kind of play around with all different sorts of browsers. But if you want to get to the old platform, I only know of the 2 browsers. That's Puffin and Internet Explorer that can get you there. And then also the old platform has things like timed levels. So if you just really think, I've been missing those timed levels, I haven't been able to play those since May of 2018 when they took them away, well, you can go back to the old platform and you can play them here. All right, so I think that that's the primary information I wanted to communicate to you. But you may have other reasons that this is a fun thing to do, to go back to the old platform, or you may see some problems and you might want to discuss those. Please feel free to comment. Also, you might have noticed that I already did one video just like this today, but there were some problems with it, and so I've had to redo it. Hopefully this has been more clear and helpful for all of you. If you do have any questions or comments, please put those below. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing, and as always, thanks for watching.